And welcome back to this Chat GPT lecture. Now we're going to take the Chat GPT tool and try to do something completely different from what we've done so far. Now, I have a background as a WordPress developer and as a website developer in general. That's how I got started into all of this. And I develop WordPress websites for clients and most of the times also for myself. And so I find ChatGPT a very, very useful tool in that regard as well. And let me show you what I'm talking about. Now here in this lecture, you're going to learn how to use ChatGPT to create a landing page to sell a specific product. In this case, I want to sell 3 pizzas. So the first pizza is margarita, bolognese, and then shrimp. Sorry if my pronunciation doesn't, look original, doesn't appear original. Is because I'm not British or American. So I'm trying to do my best here. But anyways, this is the page that we're trying to build here. We're trying to sell these 3 types of pizzas. So the first thing I did, I went to ChatGPT and I asked it the question. I want to create a landing page to sell pizza on my WordPress website using Elementor Page Builder. I want to create 3 sections to sell 3 types of pizzas: margarita, bolognese, shrimp. I want you to give me a detailed plan on how to do so in easy to follow steps. And as usual, it's almost like having a magic wand. ChatGPT answered my question by giving me a proper detail or a proper plan to carry on with. So the plan is like this. It tells me to install Elementor and activate it. Well, of course, I already have Elementor installed on my local environment. And also it tells me create a new page using Elementor and select a template that fits the design of your website. Okay, well, I already know how to create a page using Elementor, so that's not a big deal. Use the drag and drop interface to add a section. Okay, so these are the steps. Now before the steps, I'm gonna have to go to Canva, and I want to download 3 images of 3 types of pizzas. Okay, so Canva is a place where you can go and get some very interesting images. Now, as it happens, I have the pro version of Canva, which means that I have access to a multitude of downloads that I can download. Now, if you don't have the capacity to buy Canva, which is not really expensive, if you ask me, I think it's about $60 a year for a Canva membership or Canva Pro membership. But if you're not interested in Canva, you can go and search for a website known as Pixabay. Now, Pixabay is very interesting because it's mostly free. Okay, so you can go there and you can search for specific images. Let's suppose that you want a pizza image. You can come here and search for a pizza. Now, I have to tell you that Pixabay is pretty limited to the number of images or the amount of images it can offer you. And also, unlike unlike Canva, they don't have the ability or they don't have the functionality to remove the background. But they have good images. I mean, if you could use these images. But I like Canva because I can download a lot of good quality images, and most importantly, I can resize these images, and I can also play with the effects such as the contrast, such as the reflection, saturation. I can also play with the most important thing, which is I can download the image in a transparent form. So here I'm going to create a design, click custom size here, and the size I'm going to choose for my image is 512 by 512 because I'm not looking for a big image. I'm looking for 3 separate images. Each of them is about a specific pizza. So the first pizza here is pizza margarita. Well, very, very popular type of pizza. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Canva here, click on elements, and then I'm going to search for pizza margarita. Okay, so pizza margarita. All right. Okay, and I'm going to go to photos straight away. And right here, we have different photos of pizzas. Okay, so I can continue looking for a transparent image, or I can pick any image of those and I can make it transparent. So you can take this image, for instance. It's not transparent now, but you can edit the image. And basically right here, you have what we call the background remover. And this is also a side hustle that you can do. You can remove backgrounds and get paid for it. And you might ask me, well, how can I actually get paid for removing backgrounds? You go to a website known as Fiverr and search for background removal. All right, there are a lot of people out there that have made a ton of money removing backgrounds from images. If you don't believe me, here you go. Okay, so background removal. Now this sounds very simple, But this guy was probably, or this girl, or this guy, whatever. They were amongst the first people that have created this gig, right? And so you see here, I'll cut out images and basically remove the background. She gets paid $5 for it, and she had 947 reviews. And let me tell you that most clients don't leave reviews. That's just something I figured that you need to know. So mostly if you try to assume how much money did this seller make from just removing backgrounds from images, probably around $10,000 easily, charging $5 per basic gig, $15 and $50 for 100 images. Now, the reason why this is the case is because it's so easy. And here I am back on Canva, and you can see that right now the background was totally removed. Okay, so this is the image I'm going to choose for my pizza margarita with no background. All right, so it's an image that has no background. It's only a plate. And I can click on that image, and I can edit the image. Now, on Canva, I have a lot of options. I have this option, which is auto enhance, so I can enhance the quality of the image by simply clicking here. Even though this is just the beta, all right, it's not the latest one, but it's still useful, and it will actually add more quality to my image and take away much of the pixelization that's right there. So I can click apply, and you can see already that the image now is much better than what it was. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to name my project as Pizza Margarita. Okay, Pizza Margarita. And then I'm going to download the first image. Now the second image that we need to download is, okay, so let's just first of all download this one here. All right, so sometimes it's just slow on Canva, so I have to do it again. Okay, transparent background, download. Do not forget to tick the transparent background choice. Now, the second image on the list is none other than pizza, I guess shrimp or something, right? If I could remember. All right, bolognese. Okay, so I'm going to go back here. I'm going to delete this image, and I'm going to search for pizza bolognese. All right, it's an Italian, or all pizzas are Italian, for God's sake. So this one right here is already without background. So this one is good because that doesn't have any background, right? I'm not sure if this is pizza bolognese. I'm not a pizza expert, but it might be. Well, I'm going to center this image. I'm going to try to enhance it a little bit by giving it a little bit of contrast right here to make it tastier. Maybe we can give a more lighting, but it looks better now to me. And I'm going to name this Pizza Bolo. All right. Download this image over here. And then the last one is Pizza Shrimp. Now, hopefully out here, they can find us a pizza shrimp. So let's search for pizza shrimp here. All right. Pizza with shrimps. All right. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think they found this one. So, okay. So this one right here might do the job, even though it doesn't look like an entire pizza. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to keep looking for the perfect pizza shrimp. I think this one here sounds cool. So I'm going to click this, and I'm going to click it, edit image, and remove the background. Okay, like with the other one, because I just like to keep the plate. I don't want the other stuff to keep hanging around out there. So, all right, so pizza shrimp. It looks like Pac-Man. You know, Pac-Man, but a pizza Pac-Man. All right, so right now it's working in the background, removing the background of the image, and in a matter of seconds, it will be ready. So let's just wait. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Good. So now I can click apply. I can make this image a little bigger, center it like this. There you go. And I can click on the image, add a little bit of contrast to it. Just a little bit of light. No need for light, I guess. And let's download our image. So here, I'm going to name this Pizza Shrimp. Or maybe, you know what? I'm going to change this image. I don't like it. I think this one here would be better. Edit image, background remover. And this is the one because the plate looks more in a much better quality than the first one. If you remember, the first one was cut out from the top and the bottom. And we don't like that to affect the quality of our landing page. So here, let's go back. And on Chat GPT, after we have the images, it tells us to go and create a page on Elementor. So what I'm going to do here, this is the local environment. And I'm going to go to my WordPress local environment. By the way, the local environment is for free. You don't need to pay for hosting or anything to work on local environment. You don't need to even have a domain. All right, so it's very easy. And you can go to my YouTube channel to check how to download the local environment on your computer and work on WordPress locally. Now let's go back to our image, apply. I'm gonna leave it as is because I think there's no need for me to add contrast to it. I'm just gonna try to make it a little bit bigger. Go back a little here. Yep, well, just go back a little bit in time and click the image, make it just a little bit bigger, center it. All right, the background came back. That's the bad thing, but so I'm gonna have to remove the background again. And so I'm gonna go here, background removed, apply. I'm gonna name it pizza shrimp. There you go, and download this as fast as I can. And let's go now and start the real work on the landing page on Elementor. So let's go to my Elementor here, and I'm gonna go and create a new page. So I'm gonna add a new page here. And yeah, so add new. This page, we're gonna name it landing page or pizza page or something like that. And we're gonna add a section just like Chat GPT tells us to do. So here it says add a section, all right, to the page where you display the pizzas, right? And in that section, drag and drop interface to add a section to the page where you want to display the pizzas. All right, 3 columns, a section with 3 columns. Okay, so let's come back here. All right, so I'm going to name this page pizza landing page, and let's publish the page. Publish. Right, so after the page is published, I'm going to click edit with Elementor, and we're going to start creating our page. All right, so now I'm going to click edit with Elementor, and it's going to take me to Elementor so that we can start editing this page over here. Okay, so here we are on Elementor. The first thing that ChatGPT asked us to do is to click here, add a section with 3 columns. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. And then let's go back to ChatGPT to get the following instructions. So in the other instructions, it says in each column, add an image of one of the pizzas using the image widget. So I'm going to go here to the Elementor page builder. I'm going to take the image widget. I'm going to put it here. And then I'm just going to put another image widget over here and another image widget over here. And I'm going to take these images, click the image widget, choose an image. And for each one of them, I'm going to add an image. So remember these 3 images that we've downloaded from Canva. So the first one is, right, so the first one is pizza margarita. So that's the one. I'm going to open it up. And here in the alt text, I'm going to name it pizza margarita, but we're going to have to wait for it to upload. Sometimes it could take a while for an image to upload, so just be patient. And the same title, I'm going to copy it and put it in the alt text. Insert. So there you go. We have our first image. Now let's go to the second image. Choose image, upload image, select the image, and let's add the third image, which is pizza bolognese. Okay, so pizza bolo. And right here, I'm going to name it pizza bolognese. I mean, I'm sitting right now, those images of these pizzas are really tasty. Really, really tasty. I really want a pizza right now. So pizza bolognese. I wish I could have a pizza. Anyways, pizza bolognese. And then the third image is the pizza shrimp, which is even tastier than all of the rest of them. So here I'm going to click upload. And the last pizza is pizza shrimp. Okay, pizza shrimp. Open. There you go. And I'm going to insert media right now. So, okay, so first off, I'm going to have to give it the alt text. Okay, so pizza shrimp. All right. Cool. So pizza shrimp is the third one and the last one on the list. I'm going to click update in order not to lose the changes. And let's go back to ChatGPT. In fact, let's see what's the 4th step. So within that section, add 3 columns. Okay, so 3 columns. In each column, add the image. We already done that. So the 6th step right now is to add a heading widget to each column above the image and use it to display the name of the pizza. So let's go back. Let's come here. Let's add a heading on top and another heading over here and another one right here. And then we're going to name these pizzas. So the first one is pizza margarita. And the second one here is pizza bolognese. The third one here is pizza shrimp. All right, so we have 3 pizzas now: bolognese, shrimp. All of them are tastier than the other one, than the next one. And now the 7th step is add a text widget to each column below the image and use it to provide a brief description of the pizza, its ingredients, and its price. Okay, so let's go here and let's add a text description. So I'm going to take text editor, put it down here. And I'm going to do the same thing for the other pizzas. Text editor, put it down here. Now you can see that the bolognese pizza is not transparent. All right, so I'm going to have to go back, install another image. So text right here. But first off, before changing this image of the pizza bolognese, I'm going to go here to Chat GPT and I'm going to ask it to write me a description for these 3 types of pizzas. Write a description for the 3 types of pizzas. Okay, and it's going to write me a description so that I don't have to do it. So the margarita pizza, all right, the first one, our margarita is a classic made only with the freshest and most authentic ingredients. We start with a crispy. All right, so cool. Now let's take that first description over here and we're going to go back to the local environment right here and just paste it. There you go. So this is the first description. Let's go back to ChatGPT, get the second description, right? Bolognese pizza. Let's go back here and just paste it. Now the first image, the first text wasn't added for some reason. Well, yeah, it was added, but it takes a little bit of time to process. So let's go back to ChatGPT and let's take the last description, which is for the shrimp. And I'm going to come back here and just paste it. Delete this one, paste this one right here. Update, and let's go back to the bolognese pizza image. And I'm going to have to download a new image for bolognese. Pizza bolognese. I'm going to make sure this time that it is transparent. So it's the same image, edit image. Give it a little bit of contrast. Make it a little bit bigger. Center. And let's remove this and let's just download this. First off, click transparent background here and download. There you go. So now we can go and change our image over here. We can change this image. Click here. I'm going to click the image. All right, so just go back a little bit in time. Go back here. Click image. Choose an image. Upload files. Select files. And then I'm going to go ahead and basically just paste the image that I've just downloaded now. It is transparent, so okay, and I'm going to name it Pizza Bolognese in the title and also in the alt text. Okay, right? Copy this thing, paste it right here, insert media, there you go, update. So now we have all of this stuff done. So what I think I should do, I should click here, center this, and I should do the same with the other ones. Center the pizzas. As for the description, I'm going to keep it like that. And here, let's go back to ChatGPT and see what the next step is. So if we go back to ChatGPT, it says on the 8th step, add a button widget to each column below the text and use it to link to a page where customers can place an order for that specific pizza. All right, so I'm going to go back here and I'm going to come and I'm going to just take a button, just a regular button, and drag and drop it here. Now I can edit that button here. I can make it different. So I'm going to go and center it right here. Instead of click here, let's say add to cart. And I can go to style here, style this one a bit, give it some effects here, border type, solid, width 5, border color. So let's change the border color to a little bit of red like this, reddish. Now let's change the button color right here, background color of the button. Let's make it a little bit red like this. And okay, so border radius, we're going to give it a border radius of 10. Just add a little bit of border radius, and we're going to add a border hover effects, or hover effects for the button color. I'm going to make it a little light on hover. So when we hover over it, kind of feels like this. Now this is the hover for the border. Now let's add a hover for the background. Right, so color, the background color should be like this. So if you hover over it now, you can see that it displays like this. All right, so this is just speculation, and I can just take this button right here and copy or duplicate it and just drag and drop it right here, and then duplicate the same button, right? And basically just drag and drop it here. And you can click on each button over here and add a link, all right? So you can add a link to a page where people can go and can continue and carry on with the purchase. Here's where you add the link. You just have to take the hashtag off and paste your link right there, and make sure that you click the link options and open in a new window, so that when people click, they'll be taken to a new window. If you want the page to be opened in a new window, or if you don't want the page to be opened in a new window, keep the settings as they are. So now I clicked update, so we have a page, but I think this is squashed and there's not much space of breathing here. So what I can do, I can click here and I can just click the section, and I'm going to add a little bit of padding over here. So I'm going to add 50 padding or something like that, just to add a little bit of space. Update, and I can add the price of the pizza. Now I can go here and I can take a heading, put it right here, and I can say something like $50, right? The price of the pizza, $50, right? And you can center that, all right? And you can maybe give it a different color than this is. You can give it a maybe a red color. And I can take this, duplicate it, and just drag and drop it here, and just basically drag and drop this one here as well. Now for the bolognese, I'm going to give it a different price, maybe 45. For the pizza shrimp, I'm going to give it a price of 80. Okay, now I can click on update. There you go. And so now we have our first section built. Now there are 2 more sections to go. So here I'm going to scroll down. The next section is an About Us section, where you can provide information about the pizzeria, such as its history, philosophy, and unique selling points. Also include a brief bio of the head chef and any awards or allocates your pizzeria has. So I'm going to try to do my best here. I'm going to go add a section. And what I can do here, I can do this. I can click here and search for blocks, right? A block that has something to do with the contact us. So we need a block where people can enter their email address and they can basically contact. All right, so here we have different blocks. I'm going to search for contact. Right, back to library. Now here, let's click on contact. There you go, contact, get in touch. So we have different contact us blocks here. Maybe we could choose something that's not pro. You can use something for free here. Where is it? Maybe this one. And we can insert this one here. All right, so insert this. So now we have a block to allow people to contact us. You can change this stuff here. You can change the text. You can change the number. You can change the address. You can change even this. I mean, you can click on this. Basically, this is a widget. And you can come here and choose a different location, right? You can paste a different location than this. If you know your exact location, you can come and paste it here. And you can even change the zoom effect. That also could be changed. Down here, you can see that there are some social icons. So you can add links to your Facebook, to your Twitter, to your Google Plus account, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest. All you have to do is to click on this. And basically, when you come here, social icons, click at each social icon and add a link to your social media. Now I'm going to click update, but the thing I'm going to have to build is this other section, which is the About Us section. So here, I can actually think of something, right off the bat, but the first thing I think about is I'm going to go to Canva and search for an image. This time it's going to be a bigger image. And I want it to be an image that displays a chef, right? A chef in a restaurant. And we can add about us, and we can add a bunch of text that we can use ChatGPT to generate. So here, I'm going to choose a width of 1,200 and a height of, I'm going to keep it like that, 512. That's fine by me. And I'm going to search for chef, a restaurant. Okay, so chef and restaurant. Now here, chef, restaurant. Let's search for it. And basically we have a bunch of images here. I'm going to click on the photos. And over here, let's try to find an image where there's only one chef. Okay, so maybe this one here. This one. Maybe that does the job a little bit. Now what I can do, I can click the image and do like this. All right, so now it's better. I can click add a little bit more of a contrast to the image. There you go. And I can download this image right now. And let's go back to our local environment and add the image. All right, so I'm going to go here. I'm going to click on this section right here. And I'm going to come to style. Right now, click on style. And basically click here. And let's upload our image, which we have downloaded from Canva. So I'm going to click upload, select files. Okay, and basically right now, there's the image. I'm going to click it. There you go. And I'm going to click insert media. All right, so insert media. Okay, but anyways, I'm going to have to wait a little bit. Okay, so the image was added. I'm going to click insert. Now you can see it's not really quite doing well here. So what I can do, I can position it at the center. I can leave it like that, repeat, no repeat, and size I want it to cover. And right here, I can go back to the layout. I can click on height and fit to screen. All right, so now the image is fit to screen. It shows exactly the entirety of the image. It displays a chef with a couple of plates right there. So what I can do now is I can come and I can add some widgets or some other headings in a text. So here, the heading should say about us. And I'm going to center it. And I'm going to go to style here, make it a little bit bigger. So the typography, I'm going to choose leave it as default, but I'm going to make it bigger. So about us should be big. And it doesn't look that well. So I'm going to change the color to white. So now it's looking good. All right, so it's looking quite good. Now I'm going to go to Chat GPT and I'm going to ask it to write a text for me that would just initiate people and let them know about us. So I'm going to ask it, please write a brief about us section for a pizza restaurant. And I'm going to just click here and it's going to write a description, just a simple description. Welcome to our home or our family-owned pizzeria where we have been serving delicious homemade pizzas for over 20 years. We pride ourselves on using only the freshest and highest quality ingredients in all of our dishes. Our dough is made daily and our sauces are prepared in house. All right, so, I mean, I'm going to stop it right here. I'm just going to just take this. This will be enough for me. And I'm going to come here, add a text editor underneath the heading, and basically just delete this text, all of it, the entirety of it, and just paste our text. But as you noticed, the text is black, so I'm going to have to go and change the style of the text, make it white instead of black. Right, so white. Right now it's better, and I can position it at the center. But most importantly, what you can see here is that the text is taking quite it's taking a long space. So what I can do, I can add some padding here. So I'm going to click on the text editor, go to advanced, and add a little bit of padding. 50 padding maybe. Let's try 60. Okay, so 60, update. So now you can see that the text is quite not taking that much large space. But anyways, I got to do another thing because the text is still hardly readable. So what I can do, I can click here on the section and I can go and add an overlay. So I'm going to click on style here. I can click background overlay And right here, I'm going to add a background color overlay of dark. I'm going to make it dark, right? Now, the opacity is 50, so it's quite good. And I'm going to click on hover. And on hover, I'm going to make the opacity nearly a little bit darker. So now when people hover over this section, it's going to grow a little darker so that they can read about this. Now I'm going to click update, but this is not good until we add a call to action. So I'm going to add an internal call to action this time. I'm going to take this exact same button. I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to scroll down and just paste it right here. Paste. Now for this particular button, I'm going to change the name of the button, Our Pizzas. And so now I'm going to add a link. I'm going to link to this section, but first of all, I'm going to click on this section right here, and I'm going to go to layout. All right, so this is good. So advanced style, all right, good. And I'm going to give it a CSS ID of my pizza. I'm going to take this CSS ID, I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to scroll down here, and I click on this button right here, and I'm going to link to it from here. So add a hashtag and my pizza. So now it should work. So let's go and preview this in a new tab. And this is how you build a landing page using Chat GPT. So if you were wondering, well, how could we create a page using Chat GPT? This is how you do it. It's not going to do all the work for you, but it's definitely going to give you, I would say instructions on what you should do. All right. So a lot of people think that Chat GPT is going to do everything for them, but it's not going to do everything for you, but it's going to do most of the work, most of the things that, you would have otherwise spent some time thinking about. So here we are on the page, and it looks kind of good. We've built it according to what Chat GPT said. And here, if you click Our Pizzas, normally it should take us to the top here. So I'm going to go back here. I'm going to take out this link. And let's just try now, right? So the button ID is this. Please make sure. All right, so let's hope now that this works. Even if it doesn't work, no problem, because we can just move on, right? All right, so let's go now, and let's try clicking on the button. Normally, it should take us to the top. So when you click on Our Pizzas, it should take you to the pizzas, and you should be able to have a look at that section. All right, so let's scroll down here, click. All right, Our Pizzas, no, it doesn't take us anywhere. So, all right, so, okay, so here. All right, so now if I try, let's click Our Pizzas, now it works perfectly. So if you click on this, it just takes you and pushes you to the top. So there you go. Here's how you build a landing page using Chat GPT.